Hey guys, I'm here today with a rant. This rant is on how the media portrays metalheads, how they put them in shows and all that stuff. So I got the idea of this rant from the latest controversy of people becoming Metallica fans uh, just because of that piece of shit show, Stranger Things. It's a crappy show. I fucking hate it. Now, especially that they put a metalhead and thanks to that they caused this controversy. Now, one thing, let's get one thing clear. If you started liking Metallica because of the song you heard, but you know that you became a real fan and all that stuff, you listen to the albums, you know all their hit singles, and you also listen to the really old shit, then hey, more power to you. You're an actual fan, and that's great. And also, if thanks to the show you got into metal, start listening to more bands and all that stuff, then hey, perfect, more power to you. This rant, my tirade, if you want to call it that, is dedicated to the posers, the ones who think they're all cool and all that stuff, because they're obsessed with this character, because they they're fans of the show, and that they think that being a fan of the show equals being a metalhead. And then you see, this is why I also hate uh, movies that are centered around metal. Metal's a music, so let's just keep it as music. If you want to put a movie about it, put a movie based on a concept album or the music of a band or something like that, like the Repentless Trilogy. So yeah, there were the three video clips from the Repentless songs, and then after that you had a little story of the main character of the music videos, that he was killing a bunch of neo Nazis to avenge his wife and all that, and then later there was a Slayer concert. No, that's awesome. Metallica's Through the Never. That one is also pretty good because you have something else going on, and in the meantime, you have like a really big stadium with Metallica playing the show. Now that's great, but movies like Deathgasm and Metal Lords. No, fuck that shit, man. Besides, non-metalheads like the movie. Well, yeah, no shit, you like it. No shit, you think, oh, you can like the movie if you're not a metalhead. Yeah, no shit, because you're not a metalhead and you didn't understand anything about metal. So yeah, I saw a video, it was a compilation video from the YouTuber Hipster Black Metal, and it was a compilation of TikToks that were made by by pieces of shit who watch Stranger Things. So there was one guy doing that whole windmill thing, what George Fisher does in Cannibal Corpse shows. He was doing that while shopping for groceries. So it's like, to them, metal's a joke, that it's a stereotype, that metalheads are gonna be headbanging and windmilling everywhere they fucking go. This also reminds me of this teenage drama, another piece of shit show, Skins. They had this character who was a metalhead. Um, he wore Exodus t-shirts and all that stuff. but they had no fucking idea on how a metalhead is, what they fucking listen to. They just think, oh, metalhead, okay, new metal, let's put on that piece of shit song Bodies by Drawing Pool. So brutal, man. And a cringy scene in that show, because I was watching the episodes with the metalhead to see if they did a good job on it, or if they screwed up. Technically, actually, they screwed up. So they had the douchebag raising his hand with the metal horns to answer a question in class. I did that when I was like 12 or 13, when I was all like, yeah, Metallica this, Metallica that, and this, that, and the other. But now as I was older, I didn't do that anymore. Yeah, sure, I dress like a metalhead. I wear my band t-shirts, chains, battle jacket only when I'm going to a concert, when I'm at the concert too. But I behave like anyone. If I'm asking for the check after eating at a restaurant, I raise my hand with a finger up or something like that. I don't raise the metal horns or anything. And yeah, another great example of this is Mexican soap operas. They had episodes where metalheads came out. They had no fucking idea whatsoever on how Metalhead is supposed to look like, what they listen to, um, and um, they made them have this emo attitude. But I'll talk about this in another video about the Mexican soap operas. So yeah, this one in Stranger Things, it's like. Oh, great! You put a metalhead because it's the '80s and all that stuff. No one knows who the fuck Exodus is or Testament, Overkill. The general audience, they don't fucking know shit about any of those bands. Yeah, they only know Metallica and any other band of the big four, if they have knowledge beyond Metallica and all that stuff. And yeah, now you have these fucking TikTokers putting little videos with the corpse paint on, and with Metallica songs and with the hashtag Stranger Things and all that stuff. Yeah, when Stranger Things is gone, that people forgot about it. You're gonna forget about the fucking Metallica song that you heard. You're not gonna listen to them anymore. You're gonna go back to your fucking Aerosmith or Rihanna or whatever the fuck you listen to. I don't get why they put metal. It's like, okay, the show's about the '80s, but don't. I never thought that they would put metal. Never thought that they would put metal music. I thought that they stick with pop songs like "Died in Your Arms Tonight" and all those other '80s songs. But the metal, when they don't even know shit, they just put, oh, Metallica. And yeah, now people think it's cool as in like fashionable and all that stuff, that they can wear the band T-shirts and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure people are gonna be rushing to H&M or whatever the fuck those stores are called, to buy their Metallica T-shirts and think, oh look, just like the guy in Stranger Things. Yeah, don't put metalhead characters or anything, and people don't be impressed by it because metalheads are just like you and I. You can see people dressing metal, having long hair and all that stuff, but they behave like everyone else. We're not masters of darkness or Satanists or people that hate everyone and all that stuff. Like I work and yeah, I listen to metal. I have my long hair, and I'll admit I'm a quiet person. I keep to myself and all that, but I see my coworkers. I smile at them. I have a little chit chat with them and all that stuff. So as you can see, I'm like everyone else, a regular person. Oh, this also reminds me of the Guitar Hero video game. Everyone was fucking playing it. People who were, talking 24/7 about Rihanna, Lady Gaga, and all those other shitheads. They're all of a sudden playing the game. They think they're so cool that they're rockers and all that stuff. One guy who liked mainstream rock, he was like, "Hey, why aren't you playing?" Yeah, 'cause I don't like the game, and secondly, 'cause I have every right to like the music without liking the game. So, with that game, I thought like, okay, so they never liked rock music. They always ignored even those mainstream bands like Aerosmith and AC/DC and Korn and all those. They ignored them. They had no fucking clue who they were because they just listened to their Lady Gaga and their Chris Brown and all that. And now all of a sudden they're playing this game because it's popular. Yeah, and also let me tell you, characters in fiction, like sci-fi movies, superhero shows, and all that stuff. Characters who have superpowers of dark arts or black magic or whatever the fuck. We don't know their music taste or anything. We never find out in the show, and that's good because keep the characters separate from the music. Let's just like the character for who he or she is, for their powers and personality and all that shit. And let's leave their music taste aside. We don't give a shit about that. And yeah, this also reminds me of a friend of mine. He was telling about the Ultimate Spider-Man show, and I don't know if it was about the show or just comics in general. He told me about this character who looked like a metalhead. He was called Scar, I think. He was like a descendant of the Hulk, and like, oh, you have to check out this character. He looks like he's very metal and all that stuff. So I'm like, oh yeah, I saw a character. He's pretty cool and all that stuff. But pretty cool not because he looks like a metalhead or any of that. No, just because the character was funny. I saw him in the Ultimate Spider-Man TV show, and I was like, yeah, pretty funny character. He doesn't like to take a bath or anything. Pretty funny. I never once thought of the character as a metalhead. Besides, we never get to see what music the Marvel characters listen to, and I don't really give a shit about that. So yeah, I'll see you guys later, and as always, keep it metal. And I think I'm gonna make a part 2 of this Metalhead Stigma, metal in media, popular media.